Hello, beautiful people. I'm back again. This is Sudhamai, your communication coach. And today's pep talk is going to be with a young writer. She's a budding writer and she's going to share her journey with writing. She has just spread her wings into the literature world and she has just started with, and she's already 3 books old. She has co-authored a book, Life Tinctures, with Hatch X Publications, and then uh, 2 more books that she will be talking about, and she will be sharing her fresh journey that she has just started. What are the challenges that she come across, and what as a writer she has taken away so far from her journey. She's not more than 18 years old, and she is a BBA LLB graduate. She's a first year in her college. And yes, with me I have Navya Immidisetty from my hometown. Welcome, Navya, to Pep Talk.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm happy. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you for being part of Pep Talk, Navya.
Same
Right,
here, ma'am.
right. So, Navya, I heard that you have love for writing quotes. So what we do is, why don't you start with your any of your quotes?
Favorite quote.
Yes.
A smile on your face gives me happiness. A look from you will change my mood.
Okay.
A word from you will steal my heart. A touch given by you will make me comfortable as if I am in my mother's womb.
Awesome. Beautiful. Very touching. And I hope people who are listening to us right now or watching us would definitely pick this quote. Right. Would you love to say hi to our viewers also who's going
Yes,
to watch
ma'am.
us?
Yes. Hi to everyone who are listening this and who will listen this furtherly also.
Right. Awesome. So, hey everyone, that's Navya who is waving her hi to everyone, right? Okay, Navya. So, now that we know that you write quotes, but there's much more to know about you. So, let's start with your journey into writing. How did this actually started?
Actually, the one I said was my first quote. I
Okay.
actually started this in 2018 of November, I suppose, the same month.
Okay.
Uh, and I written it on a paper, and I
Uh-huh.
felt it was really an awesome thing. And then I just posted it on my WhatsApp status.
Okay.
Then my brother called me and asked. Generally, he will text me. He doesn't call me if it doesn't call me for silly things. He
Okay.
just called me and said it was really nice. I'm very impressed for this. I will help you furtherly. You start writing short stories too.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. The one we require at the beginning is encouragement.
Of course.
I got it from him. He encouraged me like, you have very good talent. Why don't you start short stories? I
Okay.
will help you through that journey, he said. Then I felt that I have some talent, so I need to work on that.
Okay.
It doesn't come just like that. We have
Absolutely.
skills. We are supposed to put some interest on it and effort to earn something through that. So I just started like that, and I used this app called
Uh-huh.
Miraki app.
Okay.
And then that was also came. I came to know through my brother.
Okay.
My
Wow.
brother. He was already on that. I just entered into that and I started posting. There we have an option called, you can choose two kinds, as you can post the things which you wrote, and
Uh-huh.
also you can post the things which you read in books. Like when you
Okay.
come across some quotes or some
Uh-huh.
lines which motivate you and
Oh yeah.
make you feel
Right.
that we should follow, that also you can post.
Was
Whenever
it?
you post the thing which you write, you can make a thing like copyright Navya Immidisetty, like that.
Yes,
It will
yes.
have a copyright also. It is also safe to share your content write-ups
Okay.
and everything. So I started like that. I just made 7 posts in that. For
Okay.
the 7th post, I got chance from Hatchek Publishers.
Uh-huh. Okay.
They called me that we were looking your quotes and written work from long ago. We would
Okay.
like to offer you a chance in our anthology collaboration book of both English and Hindi. If you
Okay.
would like to work, mail us in Insta. They gave us some other details.
Right.
So it was 1 a.m. or no, it was 1 p.m. at night. I
Wow.
was searching 1 p.m. at night.
Right.
Really a night owl, ma'am, night owl. I
Okay.
search, read things, read books, everything at night.
Right.
Okay, I got that chance, and I came to contact with them, and I did all the things. Then they explained me the things.
Mm-hmm.
Then they told me the things you can write. This is open journal. You
Right.
can write anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then I sat for a few days, and I wrote some three short stories
Okay.
and two quotes. I
Uh-huh.
gave them.
Okay.
I got 20 pages of wholesome. I got 20 pages for my work. As there
Okay.
were 10 members, they allotted 20 pages for each person.
Okay.
I did that 20 pages, and everybody are waiting for the publishing date. Everybody, I came to contact with all the 10 people also, as we have WhatsApp group. They're all uh, they're very elder than me. They were
Aged, I guess.
PG students, and
Right.
they were married, some people. And I am most youngest person among all of them. I was
Okay.
really scared. Will my work will attract everybody or not?
Right.
But though I made myself for that, and I completed my work. And after that, they all are waiting for that to complete and to think about the next project.
Okay.
I thought, let it be. I gave my first work. Publishing is their part. Why should I waste time? And
True.
I started reading books. And I went through some Telegram channels, some writers club, pen drive spot. I
Right.
just added into them so that I could read, as there are all upcoming authors and upcoming creative writers.
Right.
I would make a contact with them. I could read their ideas, and I joined into them. I didn't
Okay.
made any posts there. A few I did, but not more.
Okay.
From that, I got chance for the Dawn of the Day book
Okay.
and the third world record book, like that.
Okay. Wow. So the journey started, and you are a night owl and an ardent reader. But let's talk about your first book, Life Tinctures. The title is pretty interesting. What
Yes.
exactly it is?
Life, it tinctures itself means it heals itself.
Right.
Life will have the problems. We face different kinds of problems, but we are supposed to stand upon them and stand to face them readily. That was described in that book, as there are different age groups, different donors.
Okay.
Everybody do not have some fixed donor.
Yes.
They have different genres, as they say that but everything is linked to life, so that
Right.
we kept it as life things.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Now, how about your second two books, which are world records that you just mentioned?
Yes,
Talk about
ma'am.
those books.
Those books were, I actually, coming to those books, I started thinking new from that. I used
Okay.
to write short stories, quotes. Researched on some new things. Why not open letter? Then only I came to know about open letters, descriptive essays, etc., etc. I tried my first poem too in that second book. Poem, and also I wrote an open letter, which was a terrifying event I went through.
Oh,
Not
okay.
personally, I went through, but
Right. Some
I
fictionist.
imaginatively
Yeah.
created that I
Fictionist.
went through. So it's an open letter to my brother saying that I went to a terrific event when parents were out of my home, but you were not beside me at
Oh,
that time.
okay.
I'm telling the incident to him as
Okay.
an open letter.
Is it?
That
Okay.
was a new try, ma'am. And also, I wrote a poem, as I'm a night owl. You all know
Okay.
that. I wrote that I'm still awake. Everybody are sleeping in the world. I'm still awake. I wanted to work on my dreams, etc.,
Uh-huh.
etc. I
Okay.
wrote like.
So your writing, like you get inspirations when you're awake, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. So where can we get these books? Like if somebody wants to check around?
Yes, ma'am. The first book, Life Enters, is already on Amazon and also
Uh-huh.
on Flipkart.
Okay.
It just released before 2 days. And
Acha.
the second and third books are not yet published. They were
Right.
on the procedure,
Right.
waiting for that.
Wow. Seems like your brother is a major part in your overall journey so far, and he has
Yes,
been a standing pillar to you. So would
yes,
you like to thank him on this context?
yes, ma'am. Sure. I want to thank him a lot.
Great. So, as you said, it's not just inspiration, but there should be lots of work to be done behind
Yes.
getting things done. Wow.
Yes.
Now let us talk about your quotes. I've seen some of like the one you have just read it out for all of us. That was pretty interesting. And how did this idea come up that you can write quotes? Like, what was the
I,
whole inspiration behind those things?
actually, I was this started when I was sitting just like that, and I explored myself and
Uh-huh.
what are my positives, negatives. Apart from education, what can I do? Education is not only the thing you have to do.
Right.
Apart from that, you should have some curricular activities, co-curricular activities.
Right.
I'm not very much into sports. From childhood, I'm not very much into sports.
Okay.
And I'm also introvert. From childhood, I'm
Okay.
also introvert. So I
Okay.
wanted to work on that. Like I want to express my things in writing
Okay.
so that I can work on my weakness and develop from that. It will
Okay.
be helpful for me. I thought like that and started observing things around me very keenly.
Right.
That comes into my quotes.
Right.
Everything, relation between girlfriend and boyfriend, the relation between a married woman to her mother, and every relation I came to understand. From then, I became an extrovert.
Okay.
I started speaking.
How is
That's
it?
what my relatives were shocked. Even my parents were shocked. The huge
Okay.
difference in 1 year.
Right.
How come they were asking me? But I said I realized myself. I realized myself, and I worked on myself. I said
Right. You also mentioned that writing is makes you feel more lively and you feel very good doing it.
yes,
Now
ma'am.
I got your answer. You said that you were an introvert some time back and you have evolved yourself to an
Yes, ma'am.
expressive person, more speaking, oratory,
Yes,
expressing your emotions more oratory. Wow, that's interesting. That's a kind of a transformation. Hope
yes,
you're
ma'am.
enjoying your new transformations.
Yes, ma'am, sure. Because everybody are understanding me from then. When I was changed, everybody came to understand me that Navya is this. She
Okay,
has some talent. She has some content to speak out. But
right.
these days, I was not at all speaking with anyone. Even to speak a word, to utter a word in front of group of five, I was really shocked and
Okay,
really don't know what to do also.
right. Well, now that you are quite adjusted to the new lifestyle, the new normal of your transformations, let's talk about your college. How are you managing your studies and balancing your writing talents?
Uh, Coming to my college and this passion, what I do is everybody, not only me, everybody, apart from education, apart from their profession, try to spend at least 3 or 5 hours on their mobile phones, on social media.
Sure.
It's for sure.
Undoubtedly.
I make that time to do all this.
Okay.
I make this time to all these. Whenever I get time, I go through some news apps. I
Okay.
go through some UPSC current affairs notes. I
Okay.
go through all things. I wanted to
Right.
know everything.
Right.
So I wanted to become a wholesome person. So I try to read everything, whatever it
Right.
might be related to me, not. But
Okay.
I try to learn every point.
Right.
If there is no work like this, writing and submitting the works and, and talking to publishers, then also I go through scrolling Instagram,
Okay.
Facebook, and WhatsApp to improve my skills. What I
Right.
use is
Social skills. Right.
social skills. I came to know that many people were socially active. What are their weaknesses, their
Right.
strength?
Right.
By their posts, we can assess. I came to assess people from this.
Oh, you started reading people through their posts.
Yes, yes,
Wow. That's a quite an art actually, for writers especially who have to be vigilant what's happening
yes,
around. Not just writing, you have to publish it, and that's a
yes,
big deal.
yes,
Yes. Well, you're also associated with few publishing houses, right? I guess. Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
So how about your social life? Like, how are you with your friends? How do they take you, your writing habits?
They
And
were very happy, ma'am, including family. They were very happy. And coming to the social life, at first I used it to write this, as they were not published at first. I used
right.
it to write some petty things. I don't understand they were correct or not, but I used it
Okay.
to write, scribble something, whatever it may be. I used it to show my father. Then he used to say, "First, concentrate on your studies.
Oh,
Later on, you can do this," he
right.
said. when my first book was published and everybody recognized me, my father understood that she has a talent. I shouldn't object her. She has a talent.
Right.
So from then he started supporting me. He's guidance. He's really a guidance for me in my education. As
Okay.
you all know about, he know all about the education.
All right.
But coming to writing, he doesn't have much idea. But after interacting with me about this, he came to know that she has some content. I need not worry about her. She has everything set up in her life. He thought.
Well, you have your brother is your father's attorney. I mean, if not your father, your brother is in full support of your writing, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you are not going to stop. You're going to fly high, so high
Yes.
with your writing. Wonderful. So, what's your big next things? Like, what are you associated with? Who are your collaborations? New projects?
My fourth book is a collaboration of Journey of Success,
Right.
and I'm planning for a solo book.
Oh, yeah.
After
Okay.
this, I'm
That was my
planning.
question actually. When are you planning coming up with your solo write-ups?
I'm planning, ma'am. I'm writing some content, but it should be nearly 100 to 200
Right.
pages.
Yeah.
So a lot of content should be prepared,
Right.
and also my online classes, that and this.
I know.
I'm having a hectic schedule, so I'm planning to do that.
Okay. By the end of the day, you're still a student and you have to finish your graduation. You are
Yes, ma'am.
still being put under pressure to study.
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to be a legal advisor, and also wanted to be HR. I wanted to explore all the jobs. At my last of entering 50s or 60s, I want to work as an advocate.
Oh my.
I
Okay.
have all the plans in front of me.
Right. We wish you all the best on that. So any hint on what could be your next write-up can be? Like what are you planning on?
On the collaboration note, I wanted to write on a short story of one family,
Okay.
one family atmosphere of a middle class family
Right.
where they exposed to all kind of problems and difficulties, positives, negatives, everything. And
Okay.
another going to be, I want to write on this COVID situation
Okay. Okay.
where where the pillars of our society right now, like police, doctor, like
Okay.
I wanted to address them. I want to appreciate the work towards this COVID-19 pandemic. I wanted to write on that, but it's a sensitive issue. We need to research a lot when
Yes.
we put it on paper. So I'm planning to do that.
Okay. So that's a wonderful tribute to our frontline workers.
Yes.
Wonderful, beautiful. Beautiful knowing your thoughts on your writing, but let's have some ideas about like there are few statements. When I said
Yes.
Navya, a young writer, is about to be part of Pep Talk, few of my friends who are from non-writing circuit and writing, they made some statements. And
Yes.
you just let me know if they're true or false. You can elaborate also. So are you ready for that?
Yes, ma'am, I'm
Oh,
ready.
great, great. So here's your first statement. People don't buy writing, they buy ideas. How true is this?
It's true in some cases. When we come to movies, they buy some content for
Okay.
this movie script.
Okay.
We come to see this, but not true in all cases.
Uh-huh.
But it's true in some cases.
Okay. So it's like you're going with both. You're agreeing on both parts of it.
Both parts.
Okay. 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 You're fine. Right. Writing is infectious. It takes practice and yep, lots of routine. How true is
Yes,
this?
ma'am.
Yes.
Writing is an attachment and it's an addiction.
Oh, is it?
When we addict to that, just we will have some skills towards writing.
Right.
But also, though we have skills, we are supposed to maintain a routine for that. We are supposed to be in touch with that. We are supposed to practice each and every day,
Right.
either one line or two lines,
Right.
reading something, putting it on paper. It's
Uh-huh.
really a routine.
Okay, so
I
it
agree
takes
with
lots of
this.
practice to become a
Yes.
writer, ace
Yes.
writer. Okay, wow, that's a word from Navya. Right. Okay, Navya, so as you have a profound love and interest for writing quotes, so here's a statement for you. Quotes are trendy, but paragraph is more persuasive.
Yes, ma'am. It's true.
Okay,
Quotes is nothing but they attract us in two lines.
yes,
They attract us in 2 to 3 lines.
yes,
Because everybody, whenever you just look at quote, everybody tries to read it just 2 lines. No, everybody tries to read that.
right,
When it's a paragraph, it will be persuasive. It's really it made us it will make us to think somewhat. But
Okay.
as it will be some paragraph, lengthy paragraph,
Yes.
some people might not read it.
Okay.
But I think that paragraphs are persuasive, but
Okay.
quotes are short in 2 to 3 lines. Everybody could get a look, glance through that, and have an idea.
Okay. So do you use this in your book, in your write-ups, quotations? Do you
I
use?
use quotations, ma'am. I'm planning of using slowly. I'm moving to new things. I'm
Okay.
introducing new things.
Okay. So you're giving a makeover to your write-ups also, transforming yourself, slow and steady. Wow.
Yes.
So how about if a book is true? If the book is true, it will find audience that is meant to be read. So you don't need to market. You just, if it is so true, it's so interesting and that
Yes.
touches someone's heart, you have your readers. How true is this?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, coming to this point, the personal experiences are put into books more times.
Okay.
That uh, that books will have much what do you call this?
Leadership.
Much yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Because
reach and leadership.
so many people will look for real experiences, because
Yes.
whenever they write book, is this his real experience? Because real experiences will have that emotion, will have that all kinds of things. So
Challenges, yeah.
because people like to read that real
Okay.
experiences. On the lighter side, they also try to read this, but younger generation try to read younger books.
Okay.
That depends upon the mindset of the people.
Exactly.
Moreover, because
Exactly.
I wanted to read fiction. Some people like fiction,
Oh
Harry
yeah.
Potter series. They try to
Yes.
finish Harry Potter series completely. I
Yeah.
have few friends.
Uh-huh.
They complete. They completed Harry Potter book series completely. As it's fiction, they like it.
Yes. If you love
But
something, you do binge reading a lot.
yes, ma'am. Coming
I
to
do it.
me, I do not stick to one genre.
Okay.
As I know that readers can stick to one genre, but writers should read all
Yes,
genres.
definitely.
So I read motivational. Actually, coming to that, my first book is also a motivational book.
Okay.
That is Think Big by Ryo Kawa.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
wonderful book.
Okay.
It helped me to tackle all the difficulties what I face.
Okay.
It will help every person to do that.
Oh,
That
good.
book, I hope that book changed me into
Is it?
this. That was
Okay.
the stepping stone, I saw, I think.
Wow. That's why we see Navya right now. A book changed Navya.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
So here comes another one for ghost writers. I mean, people who write for commercial purpose.
Commercial
So, do
writings.
you think that they express their feelings as ghost writers? Will they able to express their opinions and feelings? Will they be entertained in for writing for someone?
Yes, ma'am, they can do that. There are some people also who write commercial writings, like creative writing,
Right.
thoughts, etc. But I hope that it shouldn't be discussed with everyone, because there are copyright issues also.
Ah,
Because there is a chance for copying the ideas,
right.
like copying the ideas
Hmm.
and putting our efforts into the easy thing.
Right.
It's not good for me.
Okay. So you say that ghost writers cannot express their opinions writing for
Express
someone if they are writing for someone.
somebody, because their content shouldn't be leaked to someone, because we couldn't know. The people will maintain it as a secret, or
Hmm.
they will tell to some people. They
Yes.
may misuse that.
Yeah, of course.
So
So
uh,
copyright issues.
copyright issues are
Okay.
major, because when I started book, it is going under publishing. Many friends asked me, can you
Okay.
please send us the PDF of
Ah,
which you wrote?
right.
I said I have it, but I couldn't, because there are some copyright issues. As there are my close friends,
Okay.
I couldn't say no, but I have
Right.
to say that. I said
They
it's
put
some
you in
copyright
trust.
issues.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right. Right. Okay. So how about creative writing courses? Are they really worth taking?
might be or might not be, ma'am. Coming
Okay.
to my point, how did I develop? I
Hmm.
have the skill, but I developed it as I used to take a situation like story starter. I used to take a situation and write on it. When
Okay.
I use it to read book, you will have some question at the end on the
Okay.
page of middle or at the end.
Right.
Answer to that will be on the next page for sure. Then
Right.
what I used to do is I closed that using
Uh-huh.
paper. I took a pen
Mm-hmm.
and taking that question as a challenge, I write script for that for that
Oh,
question.
okay.
After writing that, there might be errors or something. My idea should be put on paper. I
Right.
will put it and just check that answer with my answer. It will be completely different. But I
Yes.
came up with a new idea. I
Yeah.
can make it as a new idea. I can make it
Right.
as a new story.
Right.
That way I developed. And also I use it to write the things, whatever happens, good or bad. I try to put it in a creative thing,
Okay.
creative manner.
Right.
My day might be pleasant, might
Right.
not be pleasant.
Mhm.
I keep it in a very creative way, imaginative way, so that readers, we can hook the readers, right, with the
Oh,
introduction.
how is it? Interesting. So that's what the statements are, and you have debunked them. Few you said yes, it is. First part is correct. The other part is might not be so correct. So viewers who have sent me this, I mean, some of my on my personal handle who have sent me this. Well, you got your answers. The statements have been cleared, and let me clear the air, Navya. These are actually given by some of the writers who are already part of literary communities. So
Okay.
yeah, people are watching you.
Okay.
Yes. So how about your biggest influences in writing? Your role
Uh,
model in writing?
Role model is Yash Tiwari.
Okay.
He's of
Hey.
18 years age.
Right.
At the age of 16, he wrote a book called The Art of Tribulation.
Right.
I had never read that, but our college conducted a TEDx program in Rajahmundry. I just attended it.
Right.
Many people were there. There were many film actors, heroes, doctors, business magnates. Everybody came, but that boy attracted me a lot.
Right.
Not because of his handsome, but his words were really attracted me towards him, because he wrote at the age of 16 one book,
Right.
and he gave TEDx talks of 15 at the age of 17. He's younger than me, I think. He completed 17 TEDx talks all over India. In
Yes.
every state, in every state, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh,
Right.
Karnataka, every place he gave.
Right.
And during this pandemic time, he wrote a book called Pandemic 2020 on
Yes.
based on coronavirus. So this contributing four pillars
Yes.
of the society.
Right.
He wrote that, and it's the first book to be written on coronavirus.
Yes.
And I ordered it. It's on my way to read. I'm very
Okay.
excited to read that book.
Right.
I took him as an example that he's just age of me. Why can't I do? He did. He's so communicative to everybody. He's really an awesome guy. Why couldn't I try? I am the same age group. I'm also having the same mindset. Why couldn't I try?
Right.
That made me to try this till here.
Okay. Now, a quick fact. Yash was on Pep Talk. He's my third guest and has shared a
Oh,
lot about his book. And I have his book with me. And I'm
okay, okay.
aware of that he's part of TEDx Rajamandri, GSS.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Wonderful, wonderful writer, wonderful person also.
Wonderful person, ma'am. He's really, he have good public speaking
Right.
skills.
So, Yash, if you are watching us, hey, I high five to you. We have your follow here, right? Okay. So, yes. So, any tips to aspiring youth who want to follow their passion?
Yes, ma'am. I have some few tips which I followed. I read everything you can find.
Right.
First one is that
Right.
read everything you can find. You will have some time of 10 minutes, 5 minutes, wherever you sit. You will find a newspaper or a magazine or
Right.
something. But I try to read it. It might not be information. It will give you some vocab, which is a new thing.
Right.
Everything I will read.
Okay.
That will be a good tip for them.
Okay.
And second one will observe the things keenly around you.
Exactly.
Observe everything.
Right.
For example, there will be some ants going in a straight way. When you sit
Right.
straight and see that, they'll go in a straight manner.
Right.
We have a lot of discipline than us coming to that point. I also made a story, small story, making, it is under making, like while they were traveling in the same line, the conversation between the ants, the
Okay.
conversation they do
Right.
to gather that food. So observing this kind of small, keen things, you can put it into a major writing.
Simple.
So
Awesome.
observing things is real and important thing.
Okay.
And third one is make note of everything. You
Okay.
should make note of everything. You might get any idea at any time. Who knows? So try to put it on paper before it fades out. I follow that.
Okay.
If you don't have phone, try to put it on our mobile notes. We have that always in our hands,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So
yes. So, right.
and coming to the fourth thing, use story starters.
Okay.
I said you can use the question, and after that you can answer that. I
Right.
said you should use that.
Okay.
Use story starters, and I also say that be an avid reader.
I am.
Do not stick to one genre. Try
Okay.
exploring all the genres, all the things, so that you come up with new ideas.
Right. So beautiful.
Also, maintain a journal or diary for sure. Try
Okay.
to write everything. Try to write whatever happens. It's though it's good or bad. Try to put in an imaginative way.
Right.
Explain your holidays, bad days, good days, everything. Try to put it on a paper or a diary or a journal. It will be helpful.
Okay. Oh, that's a whole lot of interesting tips to youth who would love to be aspiring into writing or they won't love to follow their passion. And from this particular aspect segment, I would love to say, give a quick wrap up that whatever you do, you just have to document it. If you don't document, thoughts keep coming and they keep
Coming
going
in,
on.
moving it from.
Yes. And every small detail, don't miss it because there's so many things that's happening around us. Nature is giving us a hint that this might be your next storyline. Hope I'm right, Navya?
Yes, ma'am. You're right.
Well, Navya, we have a wonderful time knowing you. At the same time, you're clear the air about the statements and your tips to aspiring writers. So I have one more interesting and fun round for you. I hope you'll enjoy this. It's something called as Never Have I Ever. All you have to do is if you had that experience, just give me a thumbs up. If you haven't, then give me a thumbs down.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
are you ready for that? So I
Yes,
will
I'm
read
ready.
two statement, one statement, and let me know if you have experienced this or not. So here goes the first one. Be ready with your thumbs. Yeah, thumb, one thumb, right? Okay.
Okay.
Never have I ever heard. Oh, you're a writer. You must be rich and famous. Okay, I take that. Never have I ever heard from anyone saying, start out with something easy. Okay, okay. Don't, the next one, never have I ever heard from, don't read others' write ups or you'll imitate them. Okay, wow. Okay, here comes another one. Never have I ever heard, prepare, never have I ever prepared my first speech even before my first book was launched. Okay, okay. Never have I ever said, excuse me, when there was no one around.
Oh, I said that.
Okay. Never have I ever laughed out loud after typing lol. Oh, okay. Never have I ever thought I would be invited as the guest for Pep Talk. Right. So you're invited and we're having a gala time knowing you. Well,
Yes.
thank you very much for being so sportive and giving us the never ever around. I really enjoy knowing you more. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
So here comes a rapid question segment. So,
Okay, ma'am.
yeah. How is Navya's typical day?
Most probably the typical day of Navya's life is the first working day of the week, Monday.
Okay. Okay.
On the lighter side, because
Okay.
it's for everyone.
Right.
Uh, Coming from the holiday to this normal life and adjusting to that is my best typical day. I can say that.
Okay. Otherwise, like, how do you go out with friends? I mean, now that we are locked on, but in a general, usual day.
In general, I most probably hang out with my father.
Oh, okay.
Mostly.
Okay. Well, if you aren't into writing, what other talents would you love to shine in?
I came to know that I will teach in a good manner. My parents also said that, my friends, everybody told that your teaching style is unique. You try to put it as an example to them. You do not make the syllabus as a huge topic for them. You try to make it a simple example and try to inculcate that habit in them. I also explained my sister that do
Okay.
not by heart the chapters, do not by heart them. Try to understand. That way
Yeah.
I am use it for teaching. They told that teaching is the best skill you also have.
Right. So if not a writer, you will definitely be a teacher, I guess. Somewhere into teaching.
Into the passion, as a side of passion, not from
Okay.
profession. I will be
Okay.
side of
As a passion. Okay. Okay, teacher, we take you. Right. If you are a publisher, now you're a writer, but you can be a publisher soon. So what crafting skills do you see in any, writer or the scripts that you receive to read?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to see clarity and commitment to the content.
Oh, okay.
I would like to see the commitment they have towards their content, because
Okay.
they are supposed to take to this their heart, so that the input or output also will be like that.
Okay.
I wanted to check that
Okay.
from their side,
Okay.
and also should be hard workers, so that their work will also have that what do you call it, emotion in that.
Okay. So seems like you look more for emotion and dedication from the other end, right? Wow.
Yes,
So awesome. So what apart from hanging out with your dad and your books and studies, how about movies and music? What's your quick pick?
movies,
Okay, what sort of movies? If any
every
latest?
kind. Latest, I used to only watch Telugu movies, but lockdown made me used to learn all kind of new languages: Hindi,
Okay, okay.
Tamil, Malayalam. I started watching even Korean too.
Okay, so you're watching all sorts of movies.
All sorts of movies.
Okay. What about, because we come across many books getting into movies right now, book adaptations, and
Yes,
they
ma'am.
are very popular trend right now. So if at all one of your book gets into a movie, gets made into a movie, what title would it be?
By now, as I'm a collaboration or a co-author, so one of my story, if that turns into a movie, that title would be Nature's Bliss.
Okay,
That is apt for that story.
okay, okay.
In
Nature's
coming
Bliss.
future, I might write other books, so then it would change for that.
How about in Telugu? Any chance to write in
Telugu,
Telugu?
Telugu, I'm trying, ma'am. First,
Okay,
I need to get a good command over the vocabulary so that I
exactly.
could write.
Right. Wonderful. Wonderful knowing you, Navya, so far. Like you have nailed the rapid round, the statements, everything. You are on unstoppable. You're completely on a blissful mood right now. I can see you talking about your books, your love for reading, writing, what all people have to do when you are an author or co-authoring. Well,
Yes, ma'am.
so much from your end. Well, here comes the best question, which most of my guests never fail to address in their own way. If at all you're stranded in any island, how do you see the situation?
I would see that situation as it is an island. If I could try to come out of that, there will be a mode of transportation called ship. I would try that.
Okay,
Until the ship arrives, I sit there and adjust to that nature and try to explore that nature too. I never
okay,
been to an island where there is no one. So I tried to learn from that. Oh, then there is no one around this such place.
okay.
I could get new thoughts like,
Right.
oh, I could get new thoughts that river is moving, that
Oh,
sea,
okay.
sorry, the sea is moving, that waves,
Right,
about that sand, about the animals on that island. I could write that.
right.
Meanwhile, my ship will arrive. I can go home.
Okay. So you have enough time to look around, check around what's happening, and enjoy the nature. Probably this would be a next story for you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yeah.
This
I have few
experience.
ideas putting
Yes.
it on paper.
Wow. So how did you enjoy Pep Talk?
It was really wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful knowing you, knowing talking to the viewers.
Right.
I'm really glad to be here, and really I wanted to grow more and address more people. That was my dream,
Right.
coming to the passion. And one thing I wanted to say all to the viewers
Right.
is about whatever profession you do, whatever profession, try to follow your passion as it's food for soul.
Right.
Because when you try to be work on the passion, your professional life will become more productive,
Okay.
more interesting, and it will not make you more tensed. It will not make you to fall under some stressful and depression life. When you have such passion, you will try to manage both things. You will happy on one side, you will find happy on one side, you will find we'll try to earn on the other side.
Right.
That was my thing.
So that's a beautiful sign-off message to our viewers, I guess, right? So thank you, Navya, for joining Pep Talk. It's really, pleasure knowing you as well as the kind of intellectual thoughts you carry. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors, more books to come from your end, and I hope you still will come back to Pep Talk and give more ideas, more, you're still being famous, yet you are still will be part of Pep Talk. I hope.
Yes. I'm very glad to be that.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
wanted to
very
be
much.
that.
Thank you, Navya. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you.
Navya. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Yes, yes, viewers. So that was Navya Immidisetty from Rajahmundry. She is not even half the age, but she's finished her co-authoring with books and she's speaking about life. And one beautiful aspect she just mentioned is go with your passion. You will turn more productive if you follow your passion and just don't give up and look around yourself. Nature is giving you beautiful hints and cues that you are growing from inside to outside. Well, that's what I have understood from her pep talk. Well, I'll be back again with yet another interesting pep talk session with young achiever who's making our nation proud. Well, that's it from my end. I'm Sudhama, your communication coach, and stay blessed and have a great evening, everyone. Bye bye.